Hello, greetings, welcome, and behold the probably the first attempt in I don't even know how many days at this point of me, by me, on my part, as you, which is only being evidenced by how well I'm articulating this. My first attempt in several days to be anything out loud with my own voice. I'm pretty sure, but hey. I suppose, you know, in these trying times, what else can you expect, you know? Speaking of these trying times, I'd like to chalk that up to, I've basically been sleeping on streams for like, I don't even know how long at this point. Last stream was, more than 2 weeks ago, I think, yeah. At this point. Which is, you know, not the easiest thing in the world, but... Or... how do I say this? I'm at the point where I want to keep talking, but I'm actually talking before I fully articulate what I mean to say. That's actually a bit of a rarity, but... What I say, it's not something I necessarily mean to have. These huge lapses, these video gaps in the times when I actually have a stream going on, but getting caught up in other stuff and junk. But I have discovered recently, I guess, that there is one time in which I would probably be able to stream a bit more consistently. At this point, I think it would actually be during the weekdays rather than on the weekend, because turns out there's a lot of other stuff going on that usually happens on the weekend that I don't want to, you know, pick and choose what I end up doing. I don't know, maybe I should revise that, my outlook for how streams would go in the near future, but not enough of that, I think. Because for now we need to, if I'm gonna be streaming, I might as well stream something which apparently contradicts quite the way that a few people do it on this website, I'll say that much, but I would like to stream a video game. And as you might have already been able to tell based on the fact that I put it in the stream title, the metadata and all that stuff, I do have something lined up that hopefully will work, and that hopefully I'll be able to capture with this. Mostly because the... let's see, okay. It's shown up and it's not immediately dying, I'd like to take... And time for me to pause the music, and stop the music, really. It's not fully stopped, but for the purposes of being present on stream, it is stopped, at least for the... So we are returning to Monster Hunter World again, mostly because I don't really have any better ideas for what else I could do at this time. In this impromptu stream exercise. And a couple other reasons, I mean. Stayed recently, just a few days ago, got a big update. Is what we'll be going into today partially, but yeah, I also like stuff way down because of something else I had to deal with. Hey Redbird. To deal with regarding the I have no idea if the browser thing for in OBS is still broken. At this point I cannot chalk that up to me using the old version of OBS. I don't care. Okay, hold on. Try an experiment real quick. I doubt this will actually result in anything. Might as well give it a try. Let's see, yeah, do that, do this. It's in theory on.
Nice.
And that should in theory be visible, but it isn't, so I guess it's still broken. Oh well. Well, RIP any visuals I might have had for my alerts, I guess at least I can still have the sounds on, but But thank you Red Bear for using your Twitch Prime to sub to this channel for 25 months. Talk about going away for more than 2 weeks, and that's been going on for more than 2 years. Impressive. Another 4-month streak. So enjoy your double channel points, enjoy your Bob, enjoy your no ads, I think, and whatever else I'm obligated to say at this time. Whenever that happens, I'm afraid I don't have that part of the spiel quite memorized, but I should have somewhere around here is a couple of screenshots that I took of my settings here before I turned them basically all the way down. I thought that might have had something to do with the fact that the game kept crashing after every single time I finished the Safi Siege quest, basically, of some stuff. But apparently that might have actually... I found a lot of conflicting information when I looked it up, but apparently it's actually been related to one of the mods that I was using and that I am still using. But apparently, I guess I must lend some credence to that, because getting an update for that mod, which was apparently addressing that directly in the mod update page, does seem to have fixed things, so I guess that might not have been entirely without some truth to it. Audio up, down. I think I always mentioned. I do mention, not mentioned it. But here we go. I think I've actually streamed this at all ever since. Well, I haven't streamed it at all, not really ever since anything specific, but just for a while. But since I stopped streaming this before, one of the big mods that I was using for this, which was the Special K mod, which is for like general... just performance help, I guess. If things work the way they're supposed to end up. That mod has since been apparently indefinitely retired for this game. Apparently because the developer who has made that mod for, or mods like that, I suppose, for a variety of... Well, I think the only other game that I played on PC that had that available was Mod. And to be fair, it worked pretty well for that. That mod creator basically gave up on this game for the time being because of, well, a number of reasons. Apparently to do with a lot of stuff being moved around with the anti-temper stuff that apparently Capcom put into this version of the game, which is no fun. And I'm sure that it also has to do with the fact that this is just getting update after update after update at this point. It's not gonna stop being updated anytime soon, so it's just forth up with that constant.
Oh, you are too good to me.
Okay, so far I do regret the loss of that mod, but then again there's the fact that that mod was basically apparently making it impossible for me to capture this game for the stream in software capture, which I'm currently doing. And also well, as far as negative stuff, I think that's pretty much it, really. It's one part of functionality that that mod had that I do miss, which is the ability to be able to control the game with the gamepad, even if the window's unfocused. I know that I used that a lot when I was playing Guatemala on PC, but apparently I'm not able to do it anymore unless, I guess, someone else comes out with a mod that does just that. I mean, I would be okay with that. Certainly wouldn't know of anything like that already existing in this game, and it's... But enough about that. I do have a couple of other things. Apparently the thing that might have been causing the crashes I was talking about earlier was Tracker's Loader, which is like a base for other mods to use. And I did update that, and crashing did stop, so I guess it must have been to that. And I was just using that to, what do you call it, to do the thing which I think you'll be able to see on stream, actually, which highlights the little shinies that drop on the ground. It's easier to see, which is kind of necessary in some of the environments, but now we're actually gonna start playing the game, probably. I put dailies in the stream title, didn't I? Or one remaining daily, but But I mean this the weekly, because it's currently weekly instead of daily, because it's not a festival. But out of all these weekly stuffs that you can do, the only one that I haven't done, well, only a couple of ones. One more Fanged Wyvern and I need a Hunting Ogre. And I'm pretty sure the two of those overlaps, I can just do one of it. Just Hunting Ogre. Probably be fine. So I hope that the, I'm pretty sure the previous update was making my decisions. Let's see. It's Fanged Wyvern, yes. Pretty sure the previous update of this that I streamed, that whenever I streamed this last, was causing my frame rate of this game for this game to tank on stream. I think, or well, I have no idea honestly, but I hope that's not longer gonna be the case. Let's see. It looks right. It's not the best. It's not as smooth as it is on the actual game on my monitor. It's acceptable, I guess. And what I'm a little more curious about is how it's gonna look when I'm actually, you know, in a quest and doing things. We'll learn that, but... So we're gonna go kill Sinogre first, which means it's gonna be neat. I think I got the ice dual blades from the Safi siege already. By those, but... Possibly, no, I think that's like the one elemental thing that I haven't got. And I can't use it. Damn it. Oh well, rather. You'll get them today. And like, even if I had gotten them, I'm pretty sure I haven't actually upgraded any of the stuff yet. And do that in the biggest brain manner possible. Definitely holding that off at the moment. Look at the pendant that you can make from the Safi stuff, because I haven't looked at that yet. Let's see. I haven't done any of that yet, because I'm pretty sure I only looked at it once, and... I basically didn't really have any... any materials to work with. Hide. An animal would have a frost hide. Legia. Would have an ice hide. Shrieking Legiana? I don't know. I don't think I've hunted Shrieking Legiana at all in Fighting Lands. Pretty sure tail edge would have to be Glavenus. And I'm also sure that I haven't fought any Tempered Glavenus in Guiding Lands either, so explain that. What about the stuff that I can make? Make this Sacred Veil. I would prefer the Abyssal Veils, though they look a bit more, yeah, more top tier edgy. You could make the green one. Start. I'm gonna equip it right now, though. Have anything equipped for these dual blades at all? I don't think I do, actually. What about this one? Sur Scale, that's Blue Rattles. Emperor Talon, that's from Bunnyotagaran, isn't it? Do that one too. And Pink Scale is from Pink Rathian. Well, I guess we gotta do this first now. We need to put a pendant on this thing. Not this one. Which is the one that I currently have equipped? It's this one. Let's see, I don't know which of these would be good for. This one could be good, or that one for an ice. Dual blades. Stygian Cinnober Claws or Heroic Red Horn, I don't even... Okay, I think you get this one from completing the Safi Siege once, and you get this one from hunting Stygian Cinnober. As for what I would want right now for these ice dual blades, I don't know. I guess I could go with these. Or I could go with... it doesn't look that great when it's the actual thing. I'll probably go with one of these. Most as far as simple aesthetics, I think. I think you get this from the Guiding Lands Frost Region materials. I don't know, but looks alright. Diamond. Maybe I'll go with this one. It's a bit shinier. I guess I'll go with that one. And now I need to figure out which hunt I'm going to be doing Sinogre in. I don't know if there's like any weekly events in which you can hunt Sinogre right now. Let's find out, I guess. Yes, there's only Towel and there's only one page of events, so it's only Towel and that's it. And this one, but I don't want to do that one. Why put in more work than you need to, after all? Let's see if anyone's running that one. Oh, what do you know, it's my lucky day. They started 6 minutes ago. Let's see. Guess I'm gonna be gonna go all in and not really, I'm just gonna use this. What could possibly go wrong? I was gonna say go all in and build for attack, but at the same time, why bother? But I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring some null berries, because I think I might need those. Also bring in something to capture the Sinogre, but I don't know if I actually want to do that. I guess I probably should, but... But then again, who knows? You know what, let me check something, let me check the task manager real quick and see if, oh boy. Let me make sure that that OBS is the best it could be right now. I'm pretty sure it should be. It isn't, right. We're changing that, and hopefully things will be a little bit better now. As far as the stream. Okay, let's see. Seriously sleeping on this, but... Let's eventually find our way to where the Sinogre is. Should be, I guess, even though it's not on the map yet, it's where the other people are on the map. And get this thing ready. It's probably down on the lower level if I had to guess. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Some Sinogre footprints, and that tells me where the Sinogre is. And there's apparently some more up there, but I totally missed those because I'm a smart guy. It's telling me to go this way. Hold on. How am I gonna get the Sinogre when he's over on this side? And there we go. Pretty sure this is where he shows up a lot of the time anyway, in this little sloped part of the map. And he does love to do this. So much unreasonable sequential plunging attack where he can just completely wreck you. You don't have your own bullshit means of avoiding damage, which I currently do, but see how long that lasts. Answer's apparently not very long. There we go. 3 hits in a row that I don't know how I could have avoided. And off it goes. Oh, hey, you ran straight into the other guy, but I'm pretty sure it went right past him too. There we go. Well, now that I think about it, I guess something else I should have done before I actually engage the monsters through this, so I can get the protective polish. Thanks to the Safi update, I can now wound just by doing the uppercut with the double blades. So that's nice, at least. Is he still using the same loader as me, perhaps? Did he find the same thing that I just pretty much copied my build from? Possibly, quite possibly. Oh boy. I just upgraded twice in a row and I'm stunned. I feel good. All powered up, not really upgraded. And that just happened. That's even better. There we go. That's how I managed to pull it off. And now he's actually unreached. There we go. And my mantle is somehow worn off. For some reason I expect the elemental protect mantles to have way more duration than that. I mean most of the time, and by most of the time I mean all of the time, whenever you compare their duration to the duration of say to the dodge mantle, the temporal mantle, then that's pretty much true. Do in fact last way longer than that one does. And it's not helped by the big massive nerf that the temporal mantle got in Iceborne. Where it loses uptime whenever it activates a dodge. Where the fuck? Oh, Christ. Is it that whenever I try to switch to like a different loadout now it fails to put my mantles where I want them to be? It's all the way at the end instead of where they're supposed to be, just in the middle. And it makes it impossible for me to actually prepare for stuff like that. You know, would fix it, but at this point, since the monster's basically already dead, you know, spoiler alert, there's no point. I guess Sinover's not going to sleep. But I guess we're dropping it. I don't really see anyone. Okay, never mind. I guess we're throwing it after all, because I don't see anyone busting out the fucking, what are they called? The trunk bombs. Even though they trapped it. as far as I'm able to tell out of the corner of my eye at the time. The frame rate doesn't be all that different on the stream, or at least I must assume that it is not based on the OBS output, but seems to be workable. At least it's not completely. Hey, look at one of the rare birds. We got the big version of that bird, but I guess we'll get another one. So I'll troll the Raffinos with the fucking capture net. Let's see. Say, let's see as if I was gonna get anything out of the ordinary from this quest, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But he apparently broke 2 parts. I can imagine when I did that, but I'll take it. Apparently I'm the other one who got that that card too, so. There are 3 dual blades users in this fight. That's actually kind of surprising. Dual blades does seem to be a bit of a rarity in this game. In my experience.
Yes.
Let's see, that should be all of the weeklies completed. Wyvern dead, Sinogre dead. Celestial Print acquired, not that I don't even know if I've used any Celestial Prints yet, but who knows, maybe, even though I'm almost completely decked out in the kind of, what do you call it? Kind of gear that I would like as like optimal endgame gear. Maybe I'll still need it, because I don't think I'm quite at the be-all end-all yet. Let me see if I can sell any. Sell all the extras. 6 million monies, but it's not enough. What's this? Golden Scale plus Scales of a Great Golden Fish. Oh yeah. Recently got a thing where I decided to go out and basically look for a lot more rare endemic life, and I did find it. Apparently there's like a lot of giant fish versions that I never knew about if you actually look for them. But that takes care of that, that takes care of this, and now I guess we're gonna look for a Safi Siege place. Should be quite a few. I can't imagine there... Or I can't imagine there... That's not being the case, I guess. Or there not being any. Especially at this time. And I just pick one at random. Let's see if they have anything going right now, which apparently they do. Guessing that it's all gonna be full what they do have right now. Could initiate the siege, but I don't know if that'll result in anything. So we'll go and try. We'll just check how far the ongoing sieges are into their stuff. Or maybe someone else will initiate it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And right as I got here. Can I get the blast dual blades from one of the previous sieges that I completed? I think I did. Poison Dragon Sleep. I guess I didn't, never mind. I think I got the blast hammer though. Maybe I could use that instead. Here's somewhere. Bind Crusher, Blast Shadow Crusher. I'm pretty sure all the weapons that I've been getting so far is hammer and wall blades, because that's what I know how to play right now, and I think maybe a couple of switch axes to a blast bow. Remax, which is sleep element. Or I think I'll just keep with one of these elemental dual blades. Yeah, right now I guess the dragon one. It's pretty much just useless, not so about that for the dragon. Safi blades on the fireproof mantle, and I think I'd have to... Oh, never mind, that's already on there. Oh yeah, we have two slots for the temporal mantle now. What can we use this for? Just completed the quest to upgrade the temporal mantle night, I guess, last night. Honestly, I have no idea what to... I don't know, a weight extender. Something like that. I don't think you can get that with level 1 jewels, so... Sheath fortify... Stuff that's not really useful except for collecting stuff. Could go for like, I don't know, speed eating. Still don't know what else would be better. I guess we could improve our fucking rugged attack or elemental stuff even further, but yeah, we could use one more for this one. And defense would kind of be completely useless since you dodge everything while that mantle's active anyway, so... Now recover speed. Recovery up. I think we go with speed eating actually. After all. It's probably a lot better stuff that you can use this for, but... We'll go with that again. What the heck if I know off the top of my head? I still don't know. I feel that there's still a few things in this about this siege that I don't know how to fully exploit, like the environmental stuff, but at least I know how to read the enemy's moves. Hey look, it's Grigori from Dragon's Dogma. Which is another Capcom game, which I'm pretty sure they actually described at some point or another as an attempt to westernize Monster Hunter, so... It's pretty fitting, I suppose.
Your objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
Let's see. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Did get, hold on. I bet I'm gonna have to move the fucking mantles around, because yep, they're not in the right place at all. Did I not grab the, what do you call it, the life powder or dust life? Or somebody else did it, right? Well, it's on them to heal whoever gets pinned, in that case. It's not my responsibility if I don't have that.
When the energy pull is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at it to break off parts or use your surroundings to damage it.
Like, I'm pretty sure even the music, the super dramatic Latin chanting stuff that they picked for this fight. Kind of Dragon's Dogma like. I do remember a lot of vocal stuff from Dragon's Dogma. What I vaguely recall of actually playing through that. I really should play through that again sometime because I feel like there were a lot of parts in that game that I like either didn't explore to the fullest or I ended up not understanding. I don't know how to describe. I just ended up not being able to go to it all because I kind of, if I recall, kind of ended up doing the thing that forces you to go into the New Game Plus of that game a little too early. Because I was not expecting it to exist. Well, who knows, maybe I could even go back and play Dragon's Dogma on stream at some point and have another fucking 100-hour playthrough along with the Xenoblade stuff. That's not already on the, like on the list of games that I might be able to play. Oh boy. Also notice that in this party I do seem to be doing the most damage. That's not necessarily a great sign. I've been spoiled by pretty much mostly doing the siege so far with a group of people who all know what they're doing in this game. And most of which will sure can DPS me. Not a lot of effort. And you know what okay, never mind. I was gonna say, you know what I just realized? I just realized I'm using the comfy dual blades build instead of the DPS focused. That's not true actually. I'm using the DPS focused one. It would be even worse if I was getting the most damage out of the whole group without without having that build. That would be pretty sad. Unfortunate. But hey, there is something that hey, another group killed Safi, so I guess we're gonna be able to get some rewards even if we fail this, which I don't know if we're going to, honestly, because I don't know like how far along the siege is for this this group. When I first joined, I guess we're gonna hang out here for a minute while I wait for my health to go back up. Might as well be resource efficient and also mindful that that shit's gonna happen at some point. Cheap shot. Oh well. If I see that coming, I know exactly what to do to avoid it. And that would be the Superman die, but I guess I didn't need it after all. I didn't top off, but I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, an attempt was made. It was all executed to the best of my ability. Oh, there we go. See, I don't know how to actually take advantage of those, because I don't know where the fucking boulders are. You should probably pay attention when they do it and try to figure it out, like... I don't see any place where boulders could be hanging off of right here, I'll tell you that much. I guess. I think there's supposed to be something like that in each of these levels. Wait, am I using a comfy dual blades build or not? Hold on, let me... No, I'm not. So where do I get the,
On the wing drapes. Head towards the opening.
How was I able to A, get the free meal, and B, I think, get the earplugs thing, because otherwise I would have gotten stunned there.
Keep it up, everyone.
It didn't look like I did. It's fucking weird, but... I think this might actually be doable. We only have one card left, so I don't know about that actually, but as far as the time limit, that shouldn't really be a problem.
Might be able to use them as cover.
If like the energy is depleted enough, that's gonna take that long to drive Smog here down to the lower levels. What else do people joke about? Because fucking, you know, Synergy a pretty unique, pretty unusual sort of alien dragon design. Like alien, I don't know, fucking primal creature dragon design, and then apparently this is its adult form, which is a lot more generic and a lot more kind of a stereotypical and not really that original dragon design. People have been just making jokes that, hey, it's you know, it's Grigori from Dragon's Dogma. I did that joke one day. It's Smaug from The Hobbit. It's fucking Midir from Dark Souls 3. Any other given dragon boss that has also that generic design in Dark Souls. Oh boy. I might be dead or not. Actually, I think getting pinned or getting in a pin pose actually saved my ass there, because if that hadn't happened, then I wouldn't gotten hit by that that big burst, which I think that's one problem attack that I have. I actually have no idea how that burst is telegraphed, or not that burst where it's like directional, but the burst that's like in a big radius around it. Just doesn't seem to telegraph that very much, if at all. play... Mostly watch my friends play Monster Hunter on the PS2, that was fun. And I need to run cable through like... Oh shit, my... I'm about to run out. Like 3 rooms to hook up the PS2 just for that game. Oh, I just realized how to fire. But well, you know, we got the third cartridge apparently isn't the end of things. Do you automatically get 4 cards in this one? I guess you might. And I think, if I recall, as far as the modern context, the PS2 was basically the first... well, the PS2 and the original Xbox were like the first to implement that kind of play online thing, but I think I never figured out how it would actually have worked for the PS2. Because I think I remember... I guess this is kind of more or less the same way as it would have worked for the Xbox, but... I don't know, for some reason my brain doesn't associate that as well. In memory. But I do know that Monster Hunter was one of the... Well, not one of the anything, just the whole series was basically built around the idea of multiplayer. And speaking of PS and me not knowing how multiplayer would have worked, or PlayStation I guess, something else that I'm pretty sure also made use of that pretty extensively, but I never figured out how it works. Probably because I never actually owned one, was the PSP. Oh hey, it's doing the big... Well, I'm in cover. Sharpen again, I guess. I'll have the PS2, wonder what would happen if I hooked it up to the net now. It's probably all dead. I'm sure that if it's... Unless you go into crazy levels of customization, I'm pretty sure that if you want to get like the console online, that's entirely dependent on... like the developer servers or publisher, whatever you would call that, I guess. Both could arguably be interchangeable in this context, developer and publisher.
All right, good stuff. Keep pushing through just like that.
Alright, this might actually not be might actually be winnable. I don't know though, but I'm pretty sure that because someone else killed it, even if we lose, we can't actually, or we will actually get the rewards after this.
That thing has nowhere to run.
Oh shit. Kind of like Dark Souls, you would put someone to help you fight a certain boss or whatever. I mean, that's pretty much how, pretty much everything, every quest can go. In this game, at least, I don't know. Only tried like a couple of other Monster Hunter games very, very marginally, and I've never done multiplayer in any of them, so outside of this one. Oh shit. Oh boy. It's now super electrified. It's the same kind of deal that, you know, you can do where it becomes super empowered, also ultimately becomes easier to hurt because like the toughness of the hide decreases and actually takes more damage. It's like more vulnerable to crits. Someone else in the... yeah, there's someone else in the group. It's the person who already carded twice. With dual boots. Getting mixed messages here. Oh boy. Oh shit, I need to actually get up there. I'm gonna die. Here we go. Still have first aid medicines, I do indeed, because I for some reason have free meal. I think it might be because of the like latent ability in these dual blades, I don't know. One of them did have like the T-Rex ability, which is free meal. You get to cook meat over a campfire in this one with a little music for the perfect steak. You do, actually, but because of how they give you meat to like raise your stamina for free at the start of every quest, you don't really need to do that outside of like the very start of the game. Oh boy. I just actually tossed out a range of that pulse booster. Right. Tail wounded, tail is wounded. I guess I'm just gonna keep waiting on the tail. Yeah. I have no idea how far the, or how close the energy level here is to the because I was not paying attention to the dialogue. But, Safi is down, oh shit. Is down to, less than 20,000 health, significantly less than 20,000 health, and still has not absorbed more enemies, so, or energy. Oh no, now it's absorbing energy, so it's not depleted. How about now? Okay, it's still not completely drained. So I don't know if this is winnable, actually. Like, I think it needs to absorb the energy one more time and then it's gonna be out. And at that point we can go into the win, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it because we're like 6 minutes. Sure. Yes, it's there still. I'm pretty sure that's in all the monster hunter games. It's like one of the signature things. Well, there is one sort of post-game grinding place that you can go to where you don't get free items at the start of the quest because it's not actually a quest, it's just like exploring and I guess completely free-form hunting without a time limit. So if you want to do that for a real amount of time, you can like eat a lot at the canteen to fill out your stamina, or you can use the cooked meat items. So I guess that's in theory another place where you can get an excuse to keep doing that. Feel like that, but I think you've done that a lot. Oh shit, he's gonna slap the tail or swing it twice. I'm sure there's one move where it slaps the tail and one where, oh, the one that you just saw where it swings it, but I don't really know like how to figure out which one it's gonna be from the wind up. Oh shit, I just realized I've had this thing up for a while and I haven't been using it at all. That's pretty inefficient of me. Okay, let's absorb the thing once more. Okay, no, apparently it needed to drain it twice more, not just one more time. Oh, it's gonna do this thing again already. I don't know if there's like some kind of threshold that it goes to for... How often it does that big kind of a sweeping attack, but... Maybe we actually got it. I'm sure that the oh shit, isn't that the fourth card we have? We get 5 cards in this. Okay, I've not been paying attention to that at all. Maybe they do specify that you get more cards. Which would make sense, to be fair. It's like you should only do this in multiplayer Siege. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm pretty sure they also did see that we only have one card remaining now, so if anyone else dies, then we're kind of screwed. Yeah, but like I said, I don't think it'll really make a difference at this point, because I don't think we're gonna be able to kill it in the 2.5 minutes that we have left, or thereabouts. Oh shit. A lot of time for that thing to run out.
It's after you! Watch out!
Oh boy. Now we can tell that time somehow we're having trouble when somehow the person that's doing the highest DPS out of this group.
Keep on the offensive.
And I actually get the enmity. It's pretty much a rarity whenever I play with other people who are actually competent. Or, well, I say competent, it's not to say that these people aren't competent, but people who are way better at building DPS than I am. Okay, it's disarming energy, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be the last time that it's able to do that, but... Yep. So we're able to do 30k damage in less than 1 minute. I don't think we're gonna be able to win this. Oh, I should not let it does that. There's basically no wind-up for that attack. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. It's still rather, like, I don't think we're gonna win anyway, but I'd still rather not lose by carding, so we'll just stay alive at least. Oh. I guess I'll just stay over here and wait the monster to come over here. When I'm pinned, so I'm sure we're basically out of time anyway, but I sure hope someone else does does that thing where they have to restore my health with the 3 dust to life that you get at the start of this. Pretty sure that attack brings you down to basically 1 health, or the equivalent of 1 health, and I think it might also set you on fire, so it might basically be guaranteed to kill you if nobody immediately heals you when that happens, and what else? What immediately heals you when that happens and you're not wearing the fireproof mantle, which I was, but didn't matter, like I said, because somebody else did kill it while we were... So I get to collect shiny weapons that you can only get from this event.
Good to see you.
I'd like to see if I can at least kill it once though, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, because I don't think I'm gonna be stringing for that long. Let's see, get all these shiny materials that I still haven't taken advantage of, and let's see if we can... Did I finally get the ice one? Yeah, here we go, Frost Plus. I have all 5 of the elemental dual blades. I don't have the blast ones though. Speaking of that, I guess I could if any of these are blast element, because apparently those are the best, but none of them are, so shit. Guess I'll grab the Dragon Ball, and the Gunlance maybe? I already have these, those are the water ones. Oh, there's 2 Dragon Balls. And yeah, sure, I'll grab the Gunlance, even though I barely know how to use Gunlance. I certainly don't know how to use it to its full advantage. Oh boy.
How are things?
Let's see, if you look at the siege, it's like completely in a non-started stage right now. Somebody else just started? I think they did. Sure, I'll join this. Guess I'll just keep these things. Dragon element. Anything else that I wanted to change? I don't think so. Full critical life, full dragon attack. Well, only full dragon attack when I'm wearing the temporal mantle, that's right. Can I still upgrade the Worm's main charm to... I think maybe. Let's see. Well, maybe not, never mind. Pretty sure that if I was able to do that, it would be on here. Could do this, upgrade to the attack charm, but then I would have one less... we call it Ruin or Nerdy Horn, which is kind of a luxury. You know what, it just occurred to me, I once again did not pay attention to
I've been waiting for you.
how many cards you get. Apparently the failure conditions is if you faint 3 times, so I don't know how we were able to get like 4 cards and not game over the last time. That was somewhat inexplicable. Gee, I sure wonder if anyone else is gonna join this. Or if we've been abandoned. Well, I guess I can stand by while I see if that's gonna happen or not. Maybe Grashnaboras will join something. It's already, apparently Grashnaboras is not on standby for anything, so I could join this one, I don't know. We're only one person short. Boy. I guess I'll ready up even though. That's weird. Okay, I guess we're going in with 3 people, even though that's not really ideal. Oh boy, news from the front apparently. Some internet throttling going on in some places because of this situation. I don't think that's happened to me yet, at least.
Objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
Right, let's see. This and this and this. And hope that I don't get pinned. Oh hey, someone else is joining after all. There we go. I guess we could wait for that. Probably shouldn't, because we are in a time limit here, so I guess we'll just get straight into it.
Everyone, get to the hitching post.
Hold on, I'm just clicking on stuff, but I guess it'll take me longer to do that than I anticipated, so I guess I'll...
When that thing's exhausted, it'll start absorbing energy. When the energy pool is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at it to break off parts, or use your surroundings to damage it.
Pretty sure there's no way we're gonna be able to kill it on the first run. siege is that it's... okay, yeah, I totally could have done anything to avoid that. That's cool. Yeah, when like all the energy levels are full on all the floors, which is the starting state, I'm pretty sure there's no way we're gonna be able to do that unless... well, I don't know. There's like a really, really try-hard speedrunning setup for DPS. I'm pretty sure it's not the case right now, so... I mean, I think that this does make slightly more sense, or did make slightly more sense to me with the Cold Siege, but... for some reason it's a lot less fathomable with this one. Even though... I guess I feel that this monster is actually harder to just damage consistently. I suppose like Collateral is just honestly kind of passive most of the time. So I guess it's not as difficult to get some good DPS without having to worry about dying in that siege. For fuck's sake. Oh, there goes my dodge bundle. Immediately gone. In the space of a few seconds. Guess somebody got insurance though, because it still says there's 2 continues remaining. Well, never mind. Well, this might be pretty special. It has definitely turned out to be pretty special so far. Or it could be one of those times where we game over while I'm in the tent, which is even more special. Anyone failed to... Yep. Guess I'll help myself to these rations. How the fuck do I have free meal and it didn't work when I was chomping on the max potion and the rations just a few seconds ago? Oh yeah, I lost my fucking... I completely forgot about that. I lost my fireproof handle because I went into the tent. Totally failed to take that into consideration. To try and go after the hind legs during the first floor phase, I think, because it's very stubborn in how it consistently stomps down with those. So we go after the head. Whatever that's worth. High Christ. It can actually stay in one place for long, which apparently it cannot. We got 8 dirty drain. We made some kind of difference. Not a big difference. Significant difference, but a difference. At least not so far. This, but I guess we'll go for the head. it's absorbing it more than once. That's cool. Oh, it only absorbs twice in the first floor, I guess. There we go. So, at least that was accomplished. Actually be able to time this out instead of just carting to death. That actually hit me and didn't do unreasonable amounts of damage. Now that's the real surprise there. Okay, now let's get over here. Once we get it down to the second floor, that's something.
Everyone, on the wing drakes, head towards the opening.
Hey crew, we need to break more parts off this thing.
I'm gonna voice hack the second half of that message though.
Check out those crabs protruding out of the ground. We might be able to use them as cover.
Oh, there we go, so I managed to avoid that.
Hey, it's after one of our teammates.
Hey, it's after someone that isn't me for once. By the looks of things, it doesn't look like the other groups are moving at that much faster pace. But I was going to take advantage of that, and I guess not that clock's claw grab chance. That actually has the opportunity to do so, at least. There we go. I'm pretty sure something that I did notice is that apparently Safi is very weak to KO. Apparently if you're running something like, I don't know, sticky ammo with ball gun, which is not something I know the specifics of, or, I don't know, hammer, and you actually manage to get a lot of KO off with it, then you can just spam that and try to create a lot of DPS openings. Ooh. That lined up a lot better than I was expecting. Right. And that's why they give you that lost life. And there we go, that's it. It's more freaking much environmental being up. Could have been absolutely terrible if that had happened. don't know how, but because I found a slope, because I just got the ability to do a big dual blade jump attack. Guess this is a slope. I don't know, finding a slope in this arena just seems like a weird thing. It's not surprising. You can do big, you can in fact rack up big damage with jump attack. This monster. Guess I'm just gonna keep trying to do that. Attack the head first, though, seems to be good. Way to avoid. Now it fucks it. Apparently the slope is only in like a very... Oh shit. Oh shit. 2x. So I don't really see how you can dodge that unless you're like a good distance away, and exactly what's gonna happen. You know, therein lies the issue. Oh shit. Okay, now apparently the slope is just at the very edge of this sort of raised platform out of the arena. Oh shit. And there's that attack again, but I don't know how you can get away from that except by, I don't know, guess doing the Superman dive or blocking like the other guy did. I still have the energy, I just realized I have the red line. I do. Wasted slag and managed to dodge my jump attack. That was an incredible gamer move. Oh shit. Big Dargon did it. Can I ever get up on the... I guess not. Get up on the walls and use that to do a jump attack, but I guess not, at least not here. Oh hey, we managed to get a drain on 2 levels. Complete drain. That'll count for something. I guess we can probably do it in 2 runs if we do it with a good team. Did the pin to me, but that's actually... Oh, there we go. There's only 5 minutes left, so there's no way we're gonna be able to win, but...
For the lowest reaches of the area. This is it. The final showdown. Yeah!
But he managed to get it to the final part of the battle, so...
Head through the opening in the floor by using the wing drakes. Hurry!
That's something. I'm gonna have to resharpen though, I guess, even though... Yeah, I was about to run out of protective polish anyway. And I still have that active, it was about to run out.
Finally at the lowest level. Now that thing has nowhere to run. Gotta try and wear it out so it runs out of energy.
Turn to where my attacks will actually hit. There. Oh, I ran out of super blade energy. Or steam mode, I guess, what you actually call it. And I was a red bar. That's unfortunate. And it now it's a big one. Everything that goes into supercharged mode, I think. There it goes.
Be careful. Watch yourself.
Oh, I'm being targeted. Oh yeah, I guess guess I do technically still have the high... Oh, you know what I just realized what I can do here is the jump attack of this wall. There we go. Even though that didn't really work out as I'd intended that time. And now the wall is kinda gone. That part of it is gone. I'm sure this whole wall is gonna be destroyed at some point, but apparently I can still disturb it now, which didn't matter about it's doing this. I think it's gonna be gone right after it does this. And now there's no wall. I can't jump over the wall for the jump attack anymore. Explosion was gnarly cougar. Wonder why they didn't voice that line. Oh shit, yep, can't dodge this. What the f... I gotta die from fucking chip damage from the fucking little heads or whatever. Apparently not, but I'll die of something else. Similarly, very small damage. In the grand scheme of things. But really understanding why that knocked me off, honestly, or actually not understanding why that knocked me off, considering that it's like doing a lot of things, but what I was gonna say is considering that I have the fucking dodge model on. There we go, that's really big damage jump attack. We'll be able to absorb at least one thing of the bottom level. I believe that even if you have all of the volume things completely turned up, oh, speaking of that, when you have all the volume things maxed out, you still can't hear the freaking voice acting over the sound effects in this part. Fuck it, just go for the head. Oh, there we go, time ran out. I was wondering when that was gonna happen. This quest failed, even though... Why does it sometimes say quest failed and sometimes it says it retreated? I'm pretty sure it has the same result anyway, so... Not quite sure what the point is there, but... We're getting a lot of potential for this Safi weapon that I'm failing to take advantage of. See, there should have been another group doing the siege concurrently there, so let's see what the actual state of it is right now. Well, first level is completely depleted, it's only on the bottom level, so... if we do one more run with any group, it should be beatable there. And that sound means someone just initiated it, so let's go, I guess. If I can at least beat the siege once during this stream, or actually, I'll finish the siege on stream. Kill the big boy. Enough to pack anything else, do I? I think so. And if I had started this like an hour earlier, like I kind of meant to, but then failed to. I mean, I could have been able to do that and then do something else later, but at this point I don't think I would have enough time for that. Yeah, maybe, yeah, who knows. Depends, like... depending on how this goes. Is there something that I want to do that's not very... much later than, like, the next hour, I don't think. In about half an hour. But maybe I could have time for something else after killing the big boy, if I do manage to do that, that is. Still technically operating on Fs, so it remains to be seen.
Your objective is to slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
And independently of that, even if I don't manage to do that, I guess. Content if I manage to at least get another set of rewards from somebody else completing that. Okay, here we go.
When that thing's exhausted, it'll start absorbing energy. When the energy pool is dried up, it'll retreat to a lower level. Use that chance to follow it down. Chip away at it, break off parts, and use your surroundings to damage it.
And the energy pool for the first 2 levels is supposed to be completely depleted already, though, based on the progression thing. So we should be able to drive it straight down to the bottom level, if that thing was any indication. I'll just do my swings at the tail. Every time you're looking up, I guess those boulders up there could be unstable enough that you could probably drop them on the monster, but it needs to be in the right position first. So I'll drop some rocks in preparation for that if it does make it over there. Oh, but it doesn't matter, because it just went over to the next level, which... well, it does line up with what I said just a minute ago. First 2 levels should have their energy already fully depleted, so we should be able to drive it straight down to the bottom level.
Hey, check out those crabs protruding out of the ground. We might be able to use them as cover.
I could set up a jump attack with my dual blades, but I guess not. Turn around. And now no part of its body is actually close to the ledge there. I feel like that they changed the uppercut on the dual blades to actually be really good for wounding Safi update. That makes me feel good about trying to wound with a non-heavy weapon, technically. A light weapon, I guess you could call it. So that's arbitrary distinction, I guess you could argue, but makes some level of sense. There we go, it's already done here.
Safi is heading for the lowest reaches of the area. This is it, the final showdown.
Yeah, and I'm running against an invisible wall because it won't let me keep going in that direction until the dragon's completely gone, I guess. I don't think we're gonna be concentrating on that anymore because I'm pretty sure that if you really want to break off the parts, you would want to do that in the... like, other than the tail, which I guess it would make a little more sense to save the tail for the killing run, but to break off the parts, it would make a lot more sense to do that in the runs where you know you're not going to be able to kill it, because it has a lot more health that it can draw on, and it basically means the damage pool that it can withstand without dying is a lot higher for damage. It means that there's a lot more damage that you can do to the parts without having to worry about killing it. Okay, let's do this. Let's try to do this. And let's apparently fail for no reason that I can actually explain, but there we go, now we did the big jump attack. really, really hate whoever manages to pull that attack off. It's not surprising. Oh shit. Oh, the big brain move there. Around so it wouldn't actually take damage from that totally. Yeah, I noticed that my health was half gone, but not really anything I could have done to get away or actually heal there. Didn't even have enough time to do the Superman dive, but let's see. Maybe because I returned to the camp, that means I get whatever else other people didn't want to pick up, like this and this. I don't think even Farcaster would have worked, because I don't know. Definitely don't use Farcasters ordinarily. Nearly often enough to try and figure out or know what all the specifics behind how they work are, but there's at least part of me that believes that when you're in the middle of doing the Farcaster animation, you're still kind of vulnerable to actually pull away. Lychee trees are coming. Please, I know you got. There you go.
Look out at the outer circle. I think you can use that gas to attack.
Pretty sure when you get it to after it does one of those big attacks down here on the bottom level, you can blast away the walls or something you can do to like stun it when like it's over the green gas, like you can make it blow up or something and stun it that way, but I once again have no real idea how that actually works. I just kinda have to rely on other people being competent enough that they do know how that works and they can take care of that for me. I'm pretty sure that this dude has the same problem as Shara. Oh, there's no rocks. There's no rocks. I think we're fucked. There's no rocks. That's the second time I've seen that happen. I have no idea why it does, but that's cool. Can I take a picture of this? Sure. Look at how many no rocks there are in that arena. Hey, we got more potential for the weapon at least. Did we hit the Hello? Oh. Not freezing up, is it? Well, it was for a second, but now it's fine. We hit the max potential, the potential cap for the weapon. That was interesting. You're right, Aileen. Alright, let's
I know you've been working hard out there.
let's try going back into it. See if we can get our revenge here. Alright, so Blue Flame is gonna join back in. I didn't even see like in what state the siege is right now.
Hey, you!
Damn it. Doesn't even let me look again without leaving the quest. Is there anyone else here other than Blue Flame in the lobby? I don't think there is actually, so just gonna have to do this, I guess. Maybe that person will join back in, I don't know. But then I guess it's not entirely inconceivable that we might be able to three-person this.
Slay the beast. Don't lose sight of it.
Proceed with
I
caution.
don't even know where my where the Farcaster is in my current inventory loadout. It's to the left of that thing. I don't think I'm gonna be using it anyway, but probably good to at least be aware of it.
Chip away at it to break off parts or use your surroundings to damage it.
Alright. swinging the tail deliberately now for some reason. I figured it was kind of low for the stump. After I've been hitting the... oh, and now it's going for the tail slap. Oof. Did not... Where's that? There we go. Probably dodge damage by... That's what I wanted to do. Probably damage, pretty sure, only because of the Superman dive. Oh, fuck. I don't know, this might be beatable with 3 people. This would be a first, I guess.
Everyone, on the wing drakes, head towards the opening.
Didn't even use any of the mantles doing that.
All right, solid work. Keep it up, everyone.
That first floor run. I think this is gonna be... Nope, never mind. That's actually close enough that it connected. There we go. Oh, okay. Still don't know why I'm able to be hit by those stumps when I'm clearly nowhere near the ground after, you know, swinging out of the... oh shit. Out of the way after doing the uppercut, but... oh. At least it's not me this time. Even though I did fucking jump attack, I guess. Probably still the fact that it didn't actually go all the way into the head. Never mind, I was right on the ocean. I was trying so hard to do the Superman dive. I just kept doing regular dives for some reason. Oh, there we go. Doesn't matter because I did that attack right after it.
Safi is heading for the lowest reaches of the area. This is it. The final showdown.
Right after whatever I said before that. Well, it's probably got less energy at its disposal at this point, so. It might actually be more beatable technically than it was last time.
Keep pushing through just like that.
If we don't get completely cheaped out by the zero rocks thing.
Now that thing has nowhere to run. Gotta try and wear it out so it runs out of energy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to save my temporal mantle just in case that turns out to happen. I don't know if that's actually gonna save me, but I say it's worth a try at least. I'm pretty sure that temporal mantle can save you from, for fuck's sake, hold on. Pretty sure the temporal mantle can save you from the Ancient Legends party wipe attack at least. Who knows? You know, it occurs to me that I don't know if it can save you from the Behemoth's fucking party wipe attack, which I'm pretty sure is what this would be closer to anyway. With that we can... oh shit. I can try to do a jump attack, but it doesn't quite work. Maybe now I can do a jump attack if I just... shit. What I'm supposed to do is this. There we go, that's how we can... like, basically guarantee initiation of the attack every time we're doing it. Need to have this stuff out already, and no. thing. Yeah, a big attack came from me. Oh shit, I actually might have interrupted that. I don't know. Someone bring the bow. Maybe you should interrupted that, because I'm pretty sure that the bow's secondary charge is the only thing that's in our current party loadout that can inflict stun. Because I don't know if any of the longsword's moves can inflict stun, but I'm pretty sure that nothing that the dual blades do can, so the stun wasn't from me. I thought maybe it would have that was like stagger based instead of I don't know, stun based. But I did see I thought at first, but then I saw like the little stars over the head, which means that it was stun based, not stagger based. Fun fact, the difference between the two is that stagger means that you've dealt enough damage to a monster guard to cause the monster to flinch. Whereas stunned means that you've done enough blunt damage to the monster's head as to cause it to get stunned that way. Okay, I see that there's rocks in the arena now, so we should be fine if it does the big attack, but I don't know. It's taking off. Okay. Gonna be fine. This time we're actually able to dodge that shit. Like last time. Or hide from that shit, I guess. Is there a strict definition on the word dodge? I don't think there is. Language is a fickle thing anyway. I don't think that was me, it's probably the bow guy. They're targeting the wings, I'm guessing, because they might have a better hit zone value than the rest of the body, but yeah, I'm a filthy melee user pleb, so I can only hit what I can get to. Which, to be fair, is not as bad as you would think. Right, so it's absorbing energy now. We have more than 10 minutes left at this point. And apparently that was the last possible drain, so I think it's winnable. Actually, I'm a little surprised that we haven't gotten any messages that like, hey, another group killed it already. Okay, let's not fucking die, because that would suck at this point. I don't even know if it's capable of, let's see, put on the fire elemental, or try to and have that done to me instead. And I'll try to heal and have that done to me instead. Oh, there's two. Continues remaining, whatever, I'll just do this. You can't possibly try to heal in peace in that last phase without running behind one of the cracks first. I'm pretty sure that since it doesn't have any more energy to drain, I don't think it's going to okay, never fucking mind. Oh, double and mix something, never mind. Is that the fucking flashbot? Is that... Did I just witness that? Can you actually interrupt that attack with a flashbot in this point in the game? Okay, yeah. What I was gonna say is I don't think it's gonna do this shit anymore, but apparently I was completely wrong. I thought it was doing this last time when it was doing the pin, but now it was doing the pin. I don't care about the part breaking anymore, I just want to kill it. Okay, fuck this, I'm using the temporal mantle. There's cracks, it's fine. Oh, there we go. Guess I'm going for the head. So I'm also trying to heal, because I do have more first aid meds, so... It's no skin off of my back. Oh shit. For some reason I could not see that coming. But I guess then it's in the super critical stage. You gotta assume that any swiping it's gonna have, it's gonna leave a trail like that. Christ. Christ. Already out of the fire, I'm pretty sure, but... Oh no, it's pinned down. Yeah, I noticed that. It's okay, they just kinda... use this thing for its intended purpose. There we go. There we go. Oh, perfect combo there. And that was the first one, but kind of impossible to... Okay, that time the fucking Superman dive worked. I'm pretty sure that would have been death for me if that hadn't worked. I guess it's out of the... Oh Christ, hold on. Here's one, fellas. Let's, I guess these rocks can also be destroyed? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure that's a problem with the fucking behemoth fight, which is this, but worse. That, you have to do the same shit where it has a potential party wipe attack where you need to hide behind something, and that's basically the only way to dodge it, except to, the one meme thing with one of the emotes that you can get. But that's like incredibly difficult, so most people don't bother doing it.
It's after you. Watch out.
But, of course, the thing about that is that, that in the behemoth fight, the monster can actually break the things that you're supposed to hide behind. And there's only like a maximum of 3 of them that can spawn at any given time, so if they're all destroyed then you're kind of screwed and you're just gonna have to eat it. And I'm pretty sure that, because of how that works, it's intended to be multiplayer only, so if you get hit by once and you don't have any option to dodge that, then you're pretty much immediately... Fuck. Oh. Well, it has 3% health left. I should just stay here. No, I'm just... I have to get over there, but I will do so very begrudgingly. It has 0% health left. It has less than 200, less than 50 now. There it's dead. Getting over there so I can carve it, because I did cart most of those times during that run, but I also got the majority of the damage, if you look at the DPS meter, so I did it with 3 people. That's quite an accomplishment, I'm sure. And we had like 6 minutes left, so that's cool. I didn't even need to eat the max potion again. That's just a priest of mine. Okay, this is actually worth celebrating, so I can't get into the front of the monsters, so here's what I'll do. Go mode, I don't know, fucking... Yeah, sure, that'll work. Maybe one more. We did it with 3 people. Isn't that incredible? I guess we could also just take like a screenshot with this so we can acknowledge the fact that yes, we did it with 3 people. And yeah, that's what it looks like when you finally manage to kill the big boy, even though I wasn't actually there for the final blow. But I have been, just trust me on that. So instead of just, this is what my fucking victory screen looks like. It takes a screenshot whenever you, apparently the potential wasn't actually maxed out or capped at all. I guess I'll take a screenshot of this too, just for the memes. I didn't even get a card, what the fuck? Oh well. Guess you don't, guess I didn't do anything card-worthy, even though.
I know you've been working hard out
Even
there.
though I did a lot of wounding and even though I got the highest DPS, like I said. Oh well. Just get all this crap and also get our weapons. Let's see what are we gonna get this time. Is there anything? Can I get the... Nope. It's gonna be my fucking white whale in this siege, the blast dual blades. What can I get? Aquabuster, Helax, Bind Crusher. Okay, I'm using the dragon ones, right? Yes, I get it. Maybe I should be using the other, the non-Safi explosive dual blades to do the siege, and maybe then I'd have a better chance of doing those, but I don't know. A lot of the stuff that I would like. I could get the Helax, I could get the switch axes and the bow. Those are the things that I would know how to use. I will be using them right off the bat. What about the heavy bow gun burst cannon? It's supposed to be some kind of meta thing, so I don't really get that. Like I'm gonna be in a rush to use the switch axes anyway, or the bows. Akobo, Shadow Axe. Oh, hey, that one's blast element. Over that. Is there anything else that's blast element? These ones or those ones are kind of rare. I could grab the bow, or I could grab the Helax and Axe. I would have the Dream Axe. And the Bind Axe. So I guess at this point I'll just grab this and I'll grab the bow and that'll be that. We did it. We conquer the Safi Jiva Siege live on this stream. Spoiler alert, I already conquered it live on a different stream, but that's a story for another day. Or maybe never. Just try to figure out which one it was, but... fuck, I guess that's it, pretty much. Anything that I can update for the resource center? Probably isn't. We already did all of this. We actually did that at the start of the stream, so... Shit, I don't know. I don't really have enough time to do another siege at this time, and... I don't really have a lot of time to do anything more, honestly. I think there should still be like 10-20 minutes before the other thing that I was waiting for, which honestly I haven't seen any indication in the space that it pertains to. That it's gonna be happening soon. So I'm just stalling for time instead. I don't know, I could do it different, I guess. Something completely unrelated to the Safi Siege. Maybe I could try to raise my research level on a different monster, like Lunastra or something. Lunastra and Stygian Sinover and the fucking Lesions are the only ones that I haven't maxed out the research yet. I really don't want to fight MR Lunastra though. I could fight Stygian Sinover. I don't know, I don't have any investigations for Stygian Sinover, do I?
It's so cold.
Looked at this shit in forever, hold on. The answer is no, not by itself anyway, and I hate Silver Rathalos. This shit ain't happening. Ain't 2 times yet, that'll be the day. So never mind, I guess I'm not counting Stygian Sinover on this. Yes, of course, I go to the guiding lens and it tells me that Stygian Sinover just happens to be over there. Which I'm pretty sure is not gonna happen because I'm pretty sure the only place where it can show up is in the, in the Hoarfrost region, and that's, I think stuck at level 1 currently, and it's not gonna show up there until it's leveled up more, so it's definitely not gonna be there at this time. It's out. a good hunt the Lunastra in HR, but it also counts to, or like, I don't know. Look at, I should just leave the online session first, because I'm not using, taking up a space here, and I'm not participating in the siege. Hey, what do you know? Fucking AT Lunastra is on right now in the HR AT rotation, so I think I'll do that. First I'm gonna get out of here and go to my own session so I don't take up space here. And then I'm gonna take a few more moments to keep clicking through stuff in the background even. You know, going to the new session took up a lot less time than I was expecting. Which comes only as a mild surprise. But I insist on doing it anyway. I keep looking back to the same thing that I'm not actually reading. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna be doing right now to finish things off is regret the fact that Pui is right here. Hold on. Over here. And then I'm gonna pet him to make up for the fact that I'm basically shoving him out of the way. And then I'm actually gonna look at this now that it let me. And yeah, looks like the HR-ATs, which apparently the first MR-AT is coming soon, which I'm not exactly happy about, but whatever. I did manage to beat a few HR-ATs before MR was a thing. There's that. I think the only ones that I managed to beat before MR was fucking Valhasak, which is the easiest one, and also Kyrian and Teostra. The rest of these, no way. I think I also beat Kushala once, but that was only with help, so that doesn't not help. The other ones I managed to solo, I think, but I will totally solo this one. This is probably going to be very painful, independently of how theoretically overpowered I am right now. So let's just bring everything along. It's weak HR monsters, so all we need to do is get the Chef's Choice platter, right? Yeah, we'll be fine. Everything's gonna be alright. Could put out an SOS flare. You know what, I think I will. I'll try to like approach by myself. See, it's only... maybe not, because it's only 16,000 or basically 17,000 health if I do it by myself, so... I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try this on my own first, and if that doesn't work then I will. If I get covered once, then I'm gonna roll out the thing, but... so we're gonna find out how that's gonna work out. First let's pick up some of this stuff, which I think we should be able to master with. Oh, I'm sure Lunastra aggro's instantly. So let's wait for it to get a little bit closer so we can try to jeep. Wait, no, I'm here, hold on. Oh, not quite instantly, but basically instantly. Fuck's sake, now it's running away. And now it's nowhere near the walls. Alright, yeah, get over here, please. Cater to my needs. Sure, let's see if this works. Didn't work. I don't even know if attacking Lunastra's head is like really the best option, but oh shit. I'm pretty sure you need to break the head like 8 or 9 times in a row to actually get the head break. Like the heart's broken usage, but... have a suboptimal polygo gadget that I'm doing this with, which is the fucking Thunder Blade, but... oh well. Should in theory be very, very easy. Because this is HR and I am endgame MRs, but... this is also Lunastra, which kind of negates that whole... an 18 Lunastra, that's even though I'm actually staggering into hell. So like 1/4 dead. Actually, didn't go too badly. So far. I really hate Lunastra and swear I'm playing it. Oh boy. And it came right back here, yeah. You see the problem. And I also, this is because this is HR, I don't get any. Plus, I had to make do with my own potions that I craft by myself. So those are the only ones that are actually helpful here. It occurs to me that I think the fucking dual blades that I'm using right now, which are the certain base, are the ones that are not the only ones. I think the non-Safi dragon attack ones also have it, but they're the only one. They're among the only 2 pairs of dual blades that I have that actually have the healing on it. Because that helps. Because I'm getting health back from that. Arguments are kind of a massive pain in the ass, especially with the whole having to exploit the guiding lens thing. Getting super rare materials from that. Oh boy, where the fuck did you go? Agitator, okay, so... guess I can slam it into the wall again if I so desire. We have that, so... guess I'm gonna be fine. I guess I'm gonna do this by myself without calling for help, but... I'm still very... doing all of this very begrudgingly. What the fuck? How did I get knocked off there? You know, for a fact that I didn't press X. Okay, so... oh, it moved into the fucking lava place, which... this counts as a place in which it is impossible to get a clutch claw mount, I guess. That blows. Until it moves away from there, I can't mount it with a clutch claw. Please get away from here. And please don't stun me to the point where it's completely impossible for me to respond to shit. You gonna do it again? This time it needs itself to work. This time it doesn't matter. I hope it doesn't matter. Okay, completely under it, but I still got hit with the tail, and with that, okay. That much damage. Double okay. And then it did that. Triple okay. I'll turn into DSP if I keep fighting Lunastra, I'm telling you. Didn't even roar that. If it roared, it somehow didn't stun me, which I think is definitely the least likely of the two, or less likely. Is it going to the center part, the middle part now? I think it might. I don't know if it's going to the middle part or the slope. It's going to the... almost down to a third of its life, which I would like to take as a good thing. Okay. Oh, shit. I just knocked it down with the raw damage I was doing. I don't know if it happened because of that or if it the fucking boulders somehow came down onto it, which would not have been something that I would have done by myself. But they wounded in one thing without doing the uppercut. That's fucking weird. The dual blades do both now. They drop slinger ammo and also wound with a single clutch claw attack. That's not been used to me. I thought the instant wounding was just with the uppercut. Maybe it's because I've got my dual blades powered up or something like that. I have no idea. Hey, there we go. So things are going right, I guess. I'm gonna get the head break finally. Yep, head break it 9 times before it actually counts as a head break. Oh shit. I'll actually kill it right here because it's got only 5% health. 2% now. 2%. Oh, it's... I didn't leave. It could have left and... Oh, never mind. Now it's leaving. Just wanted to roar me one more time before I did that. Guess we'll gather up some stuff. Alright, that wasn't actually as painful as I was expecting, to be honest with you. I thought that was gonna be far, far worse than what it actually was. Mostly because I hate Lunastra in all its incarnations, but especially Arch-Tempered. Probably oh shit, Chaos Thruster. I guess I didn't get to fuse together this round though. Or do the fucking fusion dance attack. Which is probably a more apt way to describe what they can actually do. They don't actually fuse, they just like a big combo attack. Which is pretty much the only reason why... One of like 2 reasons I can think of why multiple Elder Dragons can spawn during a quest. One of them being that they're gonna do something together like that, and the other being that they're gonna have a turf war. I'm pretty sure that if you try to like fight 80 Brigantu, that can happen. Like Shadow or something, Teostra. And spawn in, they have the turf war and then they don't exist anymore. Ordinarily this would be where I would do something like use a bomb, but I'm pretty sure it's just be a formality at this point. Got less than 200 health. Well, it probably helps that because with all my staggering that I've been doing, I have not given it a chance to do its most shield attack, which is... there we go. Which is the one where it does the big wave of heat and blue flames. That can... There's basically no fucking way to avoid that, or... other than some very, very creatively and very... precognitively timed Superman dives. I'm pretty sure that should help me improve my total percentage of Lunastra research, which is the whole reason why I did that, even though this obviously is not an Master rank Lunastra. It occurs to me that I can fill in my HP by hitting its dead body with discs. I'm gonna heal it. There we go, see. That also makes my sharpness decrease. Oh, I totally did it. I totally legitimately finished with full health. It was all me. I totally earned that. And that also gets me a ticket, which I don't think you would have much use for those tickets in Master Rank other than like using them for the new layered armor that they put in the last update, which can make the pretty sure all of the new layered armor that you can make, a lot of it is for HR armor, but you can also do the gamma layered armor, which you do need tickets for, I'm pretty sure. So, in fact, why don't we look at that right now? Layered armor. Lunastra's gonna be here somewhere. Here we go. I only need one ticket for that, and that's my second ticket that we have, so if I really wanted this, I could. But the thing about this is that it also requires me to turn in Guiding Lance Lunastra materials, which I fucking hate, so I think really hard if I really this, or if I would rather use this material for something that would actually help me not die better. Like an augment. Research ticket. Pretty sure the only use for the research commission tickets other than making the new armor is to make this fucking Kova armor, or make some of the pendants. I'm pretty sure you can also only make those with what I call it, with those fucking tickets that I was just talking about, Ticket Plus. But my memory's terrible, so can't even remember stuff that I said 10 seconds ago. But I guess here's another reason why you can do the fucking Safi Jiva siege. You can make the Sino Jiva beard armor. Which I generally do prefer armor that lets you see your character's face, but it does look pretty sick. Probably will do that at some point, but maybe a little bit in the future after I do a few more sieges and I have like an actual really big surplus of those quartuses. Also need Senojiva tickets, so there you go. I can either use Senojiva ticket, which I'm pretty sure AT Senojiva even in Master Rank is one of the most annoying challenges, so I'm also reluctant to give that up. And you know, the rest of this stuff that I haven't turned in any of the stuff, I'm pretty sure mostly because of the MR part sacrifice that I could get these, but I don't really see myself using this armor a whole bunch because it covers up your entire body. This one could be kind of neat, but I could get this one first, sure. Need the Sora armor because it's the requirements for that are fucking not frivolous. That's what I'm looking for. Completely inconsequential, basically. I guess another word that's similar to frivolous and Extinction Great Horn. I'm pretty sure that Extinction Great Horn is something you get from fighting fucking Ruiner Nergi in the Guiding Lands. I have 5 Nergigant tickets. I don't know when I got that many. Oh well. I'm just looking at stuff right. Guess pretty much I'm done, which I am. Guess I need to fight the Leshen a couple more times so I can get these stupid materials. That's not gonna happen, right? Oh yeah, it occurs to me that I didn't even look at the thing that was the whole reason for me doing that last quest, which is research level on Lunastra. Well, let's come over here, let's look at the research level, and let's... I'm sure I can see it here or in the monster field guide. Here we go. Does seem to be past the halfway point, so I'm pretty sure that did count, but it doesn't count for a lot to make it actually advance in a significant way. You do need hunting MR, but I don't want to do that because I hate Lunastra. I could just hunt it in Guiding Lands, because I would cart like 10 times, but at least I'd be able to kill it, but I don't want to. I don't like Lunastra. But with that, I think we're pretty much done. Oh, let me see something. If I use my my weapon pose, which is something they added in the newest update, I'm pretty sure. That's what the other thing looks like. One of these is ice element, and one of these is explosion element, and I'm actually not sure which is which. But there you go. Also, if you zoom in on my face here, I'm pretty sure you can see my edgy eyes. I'm going to view mode, which actually lets me do that. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that spooky? I don't even know if that's because of... I don't know why that is, honestly. If that's because of the hair or the fucking crown thing that I'm wearing, tiara, or if that's because of the very generous eyeshadow that I'm pretty sure I applied when I was making the character freckles. I think they all kind of combine together to create that edgy eyes effect. So why not? I'll go ahead and occurs to me that I can do like a... If I manipulate the camera in a certain way, I can do like a dramatic camera pan, like in... I don't know. Or a sort of... dynamic zoom. I'm pretty sure there's a technical, a very specific technical name for this, like, you know, the object in the foreground stays in the same degree of focus, but the background changes because of the zoom, but I don't know what it is, but there you go, that's something you can do with the fucking camera controls in view. And I think that'll be where I will leave things off for the time being. This wasn't a short stream, but there's a reason for that, honestly. Actually, hold on a second. Let me check the thing. Or anything in the back. What? Background. Some interesting changes have been made, but apparently nothing that... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say nothing that is indicative of what I was expecting, but that's a lie. It actually has changed, so yes. This is my cue to switch to the post-stream screen and I guess turn this off since we're just listening to the in-game sounds. I mean, I guess I could turn it off. Put on some music, I probably will do that actually. I don't go to my room, go to quit the game. And start up iTunes again, let's see what we got. We got the same song that was playing when I stopped the music last time, which is from Defender's Quest. And even though we have we do have my average numbers here, which is very expected, and which is not surprising at all considering my complete fuck, how do I put this? Complete neglect of the stream over the past couple of weeks or so. I think I am going to attempt something here. I'm going to have to reload something though, I suppose. Maybe. Let me click on this and see what happens. Yeah, sure, why not? Do have one option, and apparently I only have one option, so... Wait, what? Oops, never mind. Oh dear, hold on. It's very interesting and confusing developments going on in the background, but I think I'm just gonna try to ignore that for the sake of being able to actually end the stream. Hey, tab, why do you have volume on there? And I thought there were a few, or at least a couple people on, but that's the word I was looking for. There's a couple people on, but I think I confused the nature of one of those, so... But to make a long story short, if you would stick around for just a moment longer... how do you spell this again? I think we're gonna be throwing a quick raid to Fangirl Has No Name, who, unless I'm very much mistaken, has just come back to streaming after quite a long hiatus. Not sure what the situation is, because I haven't kept up with that too closely, but you can go there and find out. And she's currently playing Resident Evil Remake, the first one that is, not 2 or 3. In spite of what you might expect, in spite of the circumstances. But that's a cool game, so... And a cool stream, so... I would appreciate it if you would join me over there, but independently of that, I will try to get some streams going on the weekdays. I suppose ideally starting tomorrow, this coming week. Actually, I have no idea what I'm gonna stream, if it's just gonna be like more Xenoblade X or something else, but I'll figure it out. And maybe I'll put up something on the Discord, which, you know, that reminds me. I don't know if there's much of a point in doing this right now, but I might actually put up like a poll on the... Is this an actual command that I made? It is, okay. On the Discord to try and figure out what else I'm gonna play next after Xenoblade X, but I will do that in due time. But independently of all that, you'll take it easy. I thank everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat. And I'm out of time, so I will see you later.